Checking if it's light out yet. We adjusted to the time zone like really good because we only got in Friday night. It's a 3-hour time change. Day one was tough. We woke up at 7 here, which was 4 in the morning Tucson time. Had a bit of a headache, but this morning, now race morning, we were up naturally at 5.
Yeah.
At 5, and we're just having some breakfast, chill, and yeah, about to head out. I'm gonna do, since it's this time trial TT bike start, I didn't really bring the rollers or anything, but I'm gonna just do a little jog before, maybe 2 miles. That way I'm ready to go, and then gonna start hard and get you the feedback out there. But my mantra today is no prisoners and no mercy.
He's in it to win it, and today he does. Out of Boulder, Colorado, and Tucson, Arizona, Sam Long, yo.
Check, yo. Here we are, fresh off 70.3, Chattanooga, the big win. And I got a new aero helmet here. I think it's gonna be really aero. So I won this for winning the race. They gave it to me to be a true Viking. And another important matter of business, let's just update everyone on this. Here it is, if you look really close, 70.3 world slot. So I was a really nice guy last week. I let Magnus Ditlev get my spot. I still think you should pay me some money, but anyways, that's okay. Charity to Magnus Ditlev. I do think he deserves to be there, and now he doesn't have to add another race to his 70.3 Pro Series. So here it is. Let's just dive right in. 70.3 Chattanooga winning race recap. First off, I feel robbed. Okay, I feel honest to God robbed by there not being a swim. Everyone wants to say to me, "Oh, you must be so happy there's not a swim. Oh, it's so great there's not a swim." That's the exact opposite of how I came. If I go back to before the race, I left Friday mid-morning, and I actually heard that the swim was canceled right as I was about to get into the car. My bike was packed. We had Grandma come here because me and Laura made this a little honeymoon, and I heard that the swim was canceled, and I said to Laura, I said, gosh, I think maybe we need to consider not going, because a huge part of the reason I came here was to practice my swim. I felt I was so rusty with the big mass start at St. George. I felt this was something I really need to practice leading into things, and that was really one of the main reasons I decided to come here. But then I decided, well, obviously we're still going. We've got our flights booked. We've told everyone we're going, and it's still a race. But the problem is, it's a social phenomenon problem, right? Okay, the swim's canceled, so then if I win, it's like, oh, well, I was just expected to win. If I don't win, it's like, oh, well, then I had a bad day or something. But it's just it also robs me of the race, because the finish, it's now 2 in a row. Chattanooga back in the fall, this one was also canceled, and it's it robs the race of the experience, and the time trial starts are really trippy because you don't really know where you are, and so even though I won, the best place I got on the course was 4th, because I started 44th, and so I never had a lead biker. People aren't really cheering for me. Yeah, it kind of makes the race way more interesting, right? Because you don't really know who the leaders are. You have to go hard from start to finish. And the guys made me work for it, for sure. I drew number 44, so I started 44 out of 47 guys, so way in the back. And great racing. I was upset, let's say, about my second place finish last week. So, I mean, not upset. I was happy with second, but I was out to prove something today because of that second place finish, and I think I did that.
I think you do too. Awesome. On a personal note, Oro Valley Aquatic Center, I do run into you there every once in a while. I give you your space, but I'm always like, oh, there's Sam Long. Anyway, excellent work out there today. Can you give us just a glimpse of what it was like on the run course? Just because I feel like it was definitely a shoulder-to-shoulder battle. We didn't have the benefit of broadcast. Give us just a little glimpse into what that was like.
Yeah, again, I think because of the virtual start, it was a shoulder-to-shoulder battle that I was all alone, and because of where I started, I didn't have any lead bikers or anything, so I think most of the people there, they thought I was in 5th or 6th place or something. So it's definitely a shame when that happens, because it kind of robs the finish line and the experience a bit. But I could see that the guys up front were actually having a shoulder-to-shoulder battle, which is awesome, So maybe ask them how that felt, because for me it was a lonely day.
A lonely day, but a good day for Sam Long. Our winner here at the 10th edition anniversary weekend of Chattanooga 70.3 Ironman. Sam, congratulations again, and let's head over to the podium.
Today, it's a tough experience, and like, I do this because it is hard. I do this because I like it to be hard. I commit to the swim. I signed the T100 this year because I'm trying to seek difficulty to improve my swim. So to say that like the swim is canceled and I must be stoked it's so out of Mars, to be honest, and it actually makes me a little upset. And I was very upset that this race was canceled, and I think it made no difference overall. So anyways, those are my thoughts on the swim being canceled. But so we come in, we have the pro meeting, we have to draw our start position, basically ping pong balls with a number written on it. I drew 44th out of 47. We started 15 seconds apart. And all of the other top guys in the top in the top 6, I think, they all drew the first 15 numbers, basically, more or less. So they were all kind of clumped slightly up together, and then I just had a totally solo day, which, again, huge bummer because I also came here because I felt my tactics were rusty, but I was still able to practice my tactics by making sure nobody could get on my wheel, and I just went hard from start to finish. Like, I had frustration, resentment from St. George because I felt I didn't execute my best race. I didn't get the most out of myself, and obviously I can't go back. I can't redo St. George. I wish I could, but I can't redo St. George. So all I can do is move forward, and that's what I did. I executed a much better race than St. George in terms of power, in terms of pace, in terms of how I was dealing with my mental thoughts, in terms of, I suppose you can even still say tactics, because I just made absolutely sure nobody could get on my wheel and I didn't waste any time. And one of the main things that passed through my mind as I was biking was that Watts never lie. I actually want to make a t-shirt, Watts never lie. Yo, 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 strongest legs in triathlon. Like, because it's like, okay, I'm sitting in the group at St. George, and I'm seeing that I'm only doing 330 watts, and it's like that, even if you're saving, say, 10, 15 watts in the group, that still means you're only doing 345 watts, so it's just not good enough, you know? And today I pushed 20 to 25 more watts than I did in St. George, feeling better doing it. And that's another consensus for me of this is I'm no spring chicken anymore. I'm 29 years old. I mean, I'm still relatively a spring chicken to a lot of people watching this, but I have to adjust my training programs because I think I felt better this week than I did last week. And so my conclusion there is that I'm actually training too hard into the first race, and that I need a longer taper into the first race because I'm not shedding enough fatigue into that first race. And then, like St. George, it's actually just like it's a hard workout into this one, and it's an easier training week than normal, which is maybe what I need. So I picked up that as well. And anyways, yeah, fastest bike split was about 363 watts, I want to say, average power on the bike. You can go check out the Strava for all the details. And then got on the run, and I really was trying to run a sub 110, which I thought I was mostly on pace for, but here are these wooden bridges, man, you have to do it twice, and it's so hard, and it saps your legs, and it's so like, you feel like you're running on a sponge, and you have to do that at the end. And I just kind of slightly lost the pace a bit and ran 110 low, and had a great day, just, yeah, getting the most out of myself, being back at the 70.3 distance, which I feel is kind of my bread and butter. And obviously the city, it's just an amazing city for me. To win my 4th race here, it's actually my best race, especially if you look at a winning percentage. 2 70.3s, 2 fulls, just good vibes all around. I think how the tactics played out up front, because again, it's an interesting race report when it's this, like, is that Jackson Laundry started right behind Matt McElroy, 1 spot behind, 15 seconds behind, and I think as he came by, he pulled Matt McElroy up a bit, who then was able to catch Jason West. I do believe Jackson Laundry then dropped them and relatively was ahead of them, but then those two linked up, Matt McElroy and Jason West, on the run, and were really able to work together to get 2nd and 3rd. And then Sam Appleton, it's really cool. We had a lot of the dads. The dads were top 4, so it's really cool to see so many dads with young kids do well in the sport. And I suppose I'm just going to end it there. Like, it was a great day of trusting my instincts, trusting myself. And actually, I'm going to end it with this: so far, Singapore and St. George, I went to bed at night and my legs were not throbbing. My legs were not throbbing in pain because normally if I push myself hard enough, I'm lying in bed at night and I simply cannot fall asleep because my legs are throbbing in so much pain because I push myself hard enough. And that's what racing should be. In Singapore, nope, no throbbing. St. George, nope, absolutely no throbbing. Like they simply felt like workouts. And today felt like a race. I'm hoping, I haven't gone to bed yet, I'm hoping when I lie down that my legs are in pain and that they're throbbing and I can't sleep because of it. And if they aren't, the next race I need to go harder. So cheers and yo, yo, yo.